Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out Helsreach Part 9 and 10, a Warhammer 40k story by Richard Boylan here on YouTube. Big shout out to everyone who's been following along in this series throughout it, I guess. I mean, you guys have been killing it with the support for this series. I love it, and man, I've been really loving Helsreach so far, I gotta say. I love the comments and the information that you guys have been spreading as well, like telling me it's been awesome. What you guys pointed out that like as the animator sort of got better, you know, it very much like looked like his state of mind in the older episodes was blurry, but as the battle was drawing nearer, you know, it started to like become clear in a sense. But it was really just the animator getting better. But the fans basically pointed that out, and I guess the animator liked that idea so much that he basically, from this point on, you know, ran with that idea. So I guess the use of color now and the use of how blurry it is a big indicator of like kind of what's going on in a sense. So you pointed it out to keep an eye on that. So thank you for that. That was a very, very interesting bit of information. I love that. But yeah, guys, I thought episode 8 was great. You know, it left you obviously on a cliffhanger. The orcs are setting in for a siege. We watched that orc video yesterday. Go check that out, by the way, if you haven't. And man, like at least now I have an idea of like how the orcs operate and whatnot. So that was essentially just the first wave of like battle-ready orcs that couldn't wait, essentially, from what you guys explained. And I thought that was really, really interesting because like, you know, that was just an unorganized mass, that charge. Now they're like getting organized after they landed, which is, you know, I think going to be interesting to see. Also, at the end of episode 8 there, it was what Grimaldus mentioned, something of like a secret weapon or something that could maybe help them in this fight, or I'm not too sure. You know, he didn't really allude much. It was pretty much a cliffhanger, but I'm interested to see where that goes. You know, obviously I got no idea what that could mean, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, guys. So, you know, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe for more content from me, and let me know your recommendations down below. And yeah, guys, without any further delay, let's get right into this. I'm excited. Make sure that's the best quality, and volume's on, and captions are on. Awesome. As always, I got some pen and paper here to write down stuff.
Hades' hive will not survive the first week.
That's a throwback, right?
The system now far exceeds what has laid waste to the planet before. The other hives must be reinforced 1,000 times over. Hades will burn.
Oh. Man, that looks sweet. I definitely see the quality jump now. That's awesome. Wow. One of you guys also mentioned, sorry, that it was like the Space Marines go through like battle clarity too. So in a sense, it kind of makes sense that they're all remembering this a bit better, because the Space Marines, you know, they're most active when they're in battle and at war and whatnot, right? And their mind's foggy when they're not. So it's they experience quite the opposite of like the fog of war. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what we call it, like in the black, you know, nowadays. Which is, you know, that's just a sense for like, you know, you're out of it in a fight kind of thing. That's just a word for that. But yeah, man, I thought that was a really cool like bit of information you guys shared. So thank you for that as always. This looks really good. Is this an orc asteroid? Learned about these a little bit. Oh my god, wow. 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 Oh my god. I just want to say, holy shit. This looks amazing. Like this actually looks incredible compared to like obviously I'm not, the older episodes were great. I'm not dissing on those at all, but this looks fantastic. Like this the jump in quality is like insane here. Like wow. I I can't get over that. Like it looks so detailed now compared to not to say it wasn't before. It's just it was a different art style almost entirely, and now this looks so much more in depth. It's the same art style obviously, but it looks so much more in depth and detailed. That's so impressive. Wow, props to him. Like it's crazy. Those uniforms look sick. Yeah, you guys explained who those guys are. Wow.
Syria Tyro, greetings.
How may I be of service, Reclusiarch?
Have defensive positions in the wastelands manned by the Steel Legion.
Yes.
Yes. I was informed today exactly what is stored in the underground hangar of the D-16 West outpost, 98 kilometers to the northwest of the city. None of our briefings mentioned it was a sealed Mechanicus facility. Do you know your history, Adjutant Tyro?
I have studied several of the decisive battles of the First War.
Then you will know what Mechanicus weapon was designed and first deployed here.
I don't think you can be right.
Perhaps,
What?
but I intend to learn the truth for myself. One of our gunships will carry a small group to D-16 West in 1 hour.
But it's sealed.
It will not be sealed for long.
Like yeah.
It's Mechanicus
What?
territory.
I do not care. If I am right in my suspicions, there is a weapon there. I want that weapon, Syria Tyro, and I will have it.
You can't leave the city before dawn. The
The
enemy...
enemy will not break the city walls in the first day, and Bayard, Emperor's champion of the Helsreach crusade, will command the Templars in my absence.
I can't allow you to do this. It will enrage the Mechanicus.
I am not
Arc the Mechanicus. So you guys also explained to me that they can infight on occasion too, and they like can butt heads, the different sub factions working, for the Imperium of Man, and it's like it's just crazy to see, because it's like there's literally an orc army there. The orcs fight amongst themselves a lot, but like the human faction will do it a lot too, just on their own. Obviously human faction. If you want to, consider the Mechanicus human still, I guess. Like I guess they are kinda. I don't know, man. They're pretty culty. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cybernetics on them. I guess they're still technically human, even if they're like 80-90% cybernetic. Technically human, because human core. But like, yeah, man. I don't know.
I am not asking for your permission, Adjutant. I am asking if you wish to come with us.
Wow. So he's just letting her on board. Okay.
Try not to get us shot down.
Brother, does anyone ever laugh at your jokes?
Humans sometimes do.
Oh, there we go. Wow, look at that in color. God damn. That looks good. A lot of you guys were telling me to go check out some of Loot No Nine's videos on mechs because apparently he does some very good jobs. I fucking love the design of these mechs so much. Um, as I say, big fan of mechs and like all sorts of media, you know. Uh, but man, these ones look really good. I love like the gothic sort of feel to them, and the fact that the whole thing is essentially just like a weapon, you know. Like there's a gun strapped to every piece of this mech, essentially every face of it, you know. And I think that's, you know, obviously sick. How do you not how do you not like that? You know what I mean? Um, I know it's just, that looks so good in color. Like I have to say, it looks amazing.
My Princeps.
Even these guys look way better. Wow.
My Princeps, the adepts of the soul are reporting discontent with installment.
Really puts it in perspective a lot
We are
better,
getting
seeing it
anomalous
this way.
readings of ill temper from the reactor core.
We are angry, Maserati. We yearn to bring the thunder down upon our foes.
That is understandable, my Princeps. You are operating at peak capacity. You are sanguine.
Are you querying if I am at risk of...
Dangerously being consumed by Stormherald's heart.
Maintenance adept, attend to the Princeps vocalizer unit. I trust you, my Princeps. Forgive me for troubling you.
There is
That is
nothing to give, Valiant.
Your concern touches me, Valiant. We will see battle soon, Valiant. Grimaldus has promised it to us.
We are all ready, my Princeps.
Is that just his voice modulator going funky, or is he actually like kind of losing control? Because you guys basically explained it to me like there is like still an AI in those Titans, but they call it like the machine spirit, but it's essentially like a, you know, kind of like an old world AI still. Not old world, like an old, what would you call it? Like old Empire AI, I guess, you know, in a sense. It's the machine spirit. It's the Adeptus thing, right? But the Princeps is essentially linked to that mech, right? And so I guess they have to control that machine spirit, and they are at risk of being overcome by it. And so that's why like people that can actually like use this ability are so highly sought out. People that have that level of like, I guess that's that level of psyker ability, right? I guess it is a psyker ability still at the end of the day, right? Somebody correct me on that. Let's keep watching here.
Andre?
What is it now, eh? I'm busy, okay?
Is that a gunship?
What are you talking about, eh?
That. This is Damascus at Boundary 3. Contact. Imperial gunship inbound.
That is the Black Templars, yes? They are from Helsreach. I know this. I listen to my briefings. I do not sleep like you.
This can't be good.
I do not agree, you know? This is Astartes business. It will be good. Good for us, bad for the enemy. What? It will be good. You'll see, eh?
Yeah, it's either gonna be good or bad. I assume they're not gonna come in here like guns blazing on their own people, but like if they are at odds, perhaps, you know, is what I will say. But also, you know, I mean, I don't see why these guys would want to die for that, you know? There's no reason for that. I mean, they are Black Templars, fucking just join them if anything, you know? Fuck it.
I'm always right. Should we, salute? Is that what you're supposed to do?
I don't know. Just stand at attention. Captain.
Yeah, I also assume like a guard station like this, they would never think to see like a space marine, you know, like it's such an out of the way spot. Why would a space marine bother coming all the way here, let alone a squadron of them, you know? So I think that's cool. They have no idea what they're supposed to do in terms of like rank or salute, you know?
I'm Adjutant Quintus Tyro, seconded to Hive Helsreach from the Lord General's command staff. With me are Reclusiarch Grimaldus and Master of the Forge Jerician of the Black Templars chapter.
Greetings.
We've come to enter the installation.
Forgive me. Is this a joke?
Far from it. There is no power here. They left this place entirely devoid of energy.
No, there is power. The installation sleeps but does not lie dead. It is locked in hibernation. Power still beats through its veins. The resonance is low, the pulse is slow. I hear it nevertheless.
Can you open these doors? Can you get us down into the complex?
So is that Space Marine essentially like bionically enhanced in a sense? You know what I mean? Because he's got like obviously some cybernetics poking out of him there. And I know Space Marines can have like, you know, limbs replaced and shit like that. Or like, you know, obviously like brain implants, things like that. So is he one of them? Is that like a different class? Again, if somebody can explain, I don't know all the different classes per se of like Space Marine yet. I haven't seen them all like kind of in action. So if somebody can explain a little bit more about him, what he is, I would really appreciate that.
It will necessitate a great deal of rerouting power from auxiliary sources, and those will be difficult to reach from a remote connection point here. A parasitic feed is required.
Jerician. Answer the question.
Yes, I will need 1 hour.
Digging for secrets in the sand, yes? Well, that is not going to make the Mechanicus smile, I think.
Ah. But the Mechanicus have the mech, don't they? So actually, that might actually kind of matter a little bit. Damn. So is that where they're gonna come to odds here? Wow. All right. Well, let's see. Also, is this an orc meteorite? I'm guessing that's what this is. That's what it has to be. So I'm guessing this place hasn't been open since like the last war, essentially. Kind of learned a little bit about that in the orcs video. Uh-oh. That's not good. I love this animation, man. This has gotten so good. This just looks amazing. Like the lighting and everything, just the way he does it, it looks fantastic.
This is a magnetic field stabilizer housing.
What does it do?
It houses the stabilizers for a magnetic field.
No shit. That looks crazy. Wow. Another door. Oberon?
I was right. This is it.
It is so beautiful.
Oh yeah?
It is magnificent. This would survive orbital bombardment. It is void shielded, armored like no bunker I have ever seen.
Damn.
Sealed with 1 billion or more individual codes.
Can you do it?
I have never witnessed anything so complex and incredible. It would be like mapping every particle within a star.
Can you do it?
Maybe.
Yes, Helsreach. But it will take between 9 and 11 days.
I don't believe it. It can't be here.
It is. This is where the Mechanicus hid the Ordinatus Armageddon after the First War. This is the tomb of Oberon.
I don't know anything about that. So I don't think that was explained in the Orcs video there. I haven't heard about it before. I'm assuming we're gonna see what it is, so I don't really want any spoilers, you know, because I'm assuming we'll probably see it in action. Maybe we won't, and that's the thing, you know. No, I haven't heard of that before, so I guess we'll have to pay attention then, eh? Also, this sky scene looks nuts. That looks amazing, like straight up. Wow. I keep saying that, I know, but it's just incredible how far it's come.
The old man's predictions were correct, as you suspected. The enemy is annihilating Hades Hive from orbit.
Wow.
It is crudely done. Standard bombardment with mass drivers to hurl asteroids at a defenseless city. A dark day's work, brother. Will you return soon? We are on our way back now.
Oh, nice. Is he about to watch Hades Hive just get obliterated? Oh. Yeah, that's fucked. Can't do much against that, man. Hit the dirt. That shockwave's gonna be felt everywhere. Not a shockwave, orcs. God, I fucking hope not. Is that actually what it is? No, it's gotta be the fact that a fucking asteroid just hit, right? Yeah. That'd be some shit. Just hit the ground, man. Not just gonna stand there and take that. What the fuck? Like, yeah, Jesus. At least somebody's smart.
Yarrick was right. Hades is burning.
Brace yourself, brothers.
Oh. That would be a shit way to go. Just get away from the door, man. Close that. Like, God. The Princeps is totally having a fucking freak out moment here, man. Like, it's not looking good for him. I think that's the machine spirit overcoming the Princeps there. Is that's what that is? I'm assuming. I guess we'll see here. It's not looking good. Oh. monsters shooting up, yeah, fair enough. Wow. Oh. Nice. Okay. So maybe he wasn't overcome by it then. Wow. Yeah. That would look crazy. And like that would be so demoralizing as like just like an average guardsman. You just fucking see that happen. It's you can't stop it. You know, you got zero control over if they just send an asteroid into your planet or not, you know? Like so I can't imagine just how like pointless it must feel to like just see that and be like, why the fuck are we even continuing to fight this if it's just so hopeless, you know? I think morale plays a very, very big part in Warhammer from what I've seen, you know? And like that's why the Empire is so like stalwart, you know? I guess in its or the Imperium of Man is so like stalwart is in like its efforts, you know? To try to like disregard all the Xenos and everything and keep humanity like true because like you know, it's really all you have going for you, you know? Like religion is all they really have going for them when you're like faced with enemies that don't care and will never falter, you know? Wow. Guess that was the end there. It was a inconvenient time to pause and talk about that. Wow. I thought that was really fucking good. That the art style jump and the animation jump looked insane. That was fucking great. And yeah, I mean 9 to 11 days to crack that safe. I don't know if that's going to be plausible. Maybe. I'm not sure, guys. No, that was awesome though. So I'm fucking looking forward to part 10 right here, right now. We're going to get into it. Man. Then after that, only 3 episodes left. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I don't want to wait any longer, so we're going to go right into it. Make sure that's on the best quality there.
When the wall is first breached, it dies in an avalanche of pulverized rockcrete.
No way did it get even better. Is that one of them cherub things that they have? I remember those vaguely. They were talked about briefly in I think Bricky's video. Oh, well, at least these guys made it. Maybe not for much longer, but... Nice. This got better. Wow. This is insane. Like, the movement... Wow. Like, the what they just did there, like, that... Is that what we can expect from now on? Like, I'm just expecting it to get better every episode. Is what it feels like. This is crazy. Like, the jump these last 2 episodes has been like insane.
Hey,
This is better than sitting on our asses
Wow.
in the desert, yes? Yes, it is. That's what I think.
Be quiet.
He's an optimist.
HQ, this is Damaska. Tank destroyed. Most likely part of the second group that passed you an hour ago.
Scout Team 3, proceed as instructed with all due caution.
Ready, Andre?
I have 3 dead packs left, okay? 3 more tanks must die. Then I get that caffeine the captain promised.
Oh, is that an orc mech? Oh, that's not good. So yeah, in the orc video, we saw the different classes of mechs, and they have quite a few of them actually. They got like shit, like what, like 8 of them at least, something like that. There's quite a few different classes with different armaments and attachments on them. I really like the way the orc mechs work though, because it literally is just like giant crews of just like Gretchen and fucking orcs that man them and operate them. It's not like anything like the Imperium's mechs, which I think is cool. It's just like a very stark difference. This looks awesome.
Brother, the crone of Invigilata requests your presence.
Like the way everything's so fluid now. Wow.
I know Reclusiarch. Did she request my presence, Centurion? No, Reclusiarch. She demanded it.
Oh.
Inform Invigilata I will attend Princeps Zaha within the hour, once my ritual observations are complete. I do not believe she is in the mood to be kept waiting, Grimaldus. Nevertheless, waiting is what she will do.
That's a bold move. So Grimaldus is basically telling the Titan to kind of just fuck off and wait a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. If like, because it seemed like they had a pretty decent relationship, unless like obviously in the book that like faltered a little bit. I don't know. Then I don't see why Grimaldus would be. I understand it's important to him, like his tradition, his culture, but like, bro, if the Princeps of a Titan wants to speak to you right now, it's probably something pretty urgent. You shouldn't be waiting on that, I think he's making a mistake here.
I need more time, Grimaldus.
You ask for the one thing I cannot give.
This might take me months, perhaps years. As the code evolves, it breeds sub-ciphers that, in turn, require dedicated cracking. It
Wow.
reads like an ecology. Always changing, reacting to my
Wow.
instructions by evolving into more complex systems.
I want that cannon, Jerisian. Bring it to me.
Cannon, so it's like it's a gun, or not a gun, obviously, but it's like it's an actual like weapon. It's not like a mech in its own right or anything like that. It is like a weapon, maybe. Okay, thinking like some type of like Ender's Game, like fucking vaporization weapon, anti-particle weapon.
You requested.
That'd be really useful in the orcs. I don't know why they haven't thought of that. Maybe they have.
No. I summoned you. You should be staying where you stand.
That would be an unwise solution. No one in this room is capable of wounding me.
I see you do not show your face this time, Knight. You see me revealed, yet you hide behind the death mask of your Emperor.
Our Emperor. Let us tread carefully, you and I will answer the questions you have regarding D16 West.
Tell me why you have done this.
It is the Ordinatus Armageddon. It is one of the greatest weapons ever wielded by man. This is a war, Zaha. I need weapons to win it.
Necessity is not enough. You may not harness Oberon on a whim, Grimaldus.
The Master of the Forge
Wouldn't really say this is a
determined
whim.
that for himself.
You do not understand. The sacred war platforms must be blessed by the Lord of the Centurion Ordinatus. Their machine spirit would be enraged without this appeasement. Oberon will never function. Do you not see?
The only reason the Mechanicus is not committing one of its greatest weapons to the war to save this world is because it remains unblessed.
Yes.
So that is something you guys pointed out. They have to pray. They have to pray to it. You know, ahamana over the machine to get it to work, and they take that very, very seriously. And so he's kind of disregarding that entirely on the fact that it'll work because it's a weapon. Why won't it work? Okay, so this is like kind of a religious difference in a sense here, or a cultural one at minimum. Yeah, Grimaldus is doubtful, but let's see what he says here.
The soul of the machine will rebel. If it even awakens, it will be wrathful.
It grieves me to ignore your wishes, Princeps, but I will not have Gerisian cease his ministrations.
Grimaldus, I am ordered by my superiors to see you dead before you continue this course of action. This can only end one way.
My Princeps,
Yes, Fabian?
we're getting Auspex returns. 4 heat signatures inbound from directly above. The city's wall guns are not tracking them.
No, the city defenses wouldn't shoot down 4 of my Thunderhawks.
Grimaldus? No.
My Princeps! Forget him! We demand orders at once!
If you try to raise the shields and prevent my attempt to leave, I will order my gunships to open fire on this bridge. Your void shields will never rise in time.
You would kill yourself?
I would. And you. And your Titan.
Wow.
Since when last we met, that you had kind eyes.
I remember.
It is true, but I regret it. I regret ever speaking a fair word to you.
Wow. So they are directly at odds now. That's an interesting concept. Yeah, wow, they are really butting heads on that one. Grimaldus was willing to take himself out there if it, you know, meant that they were still going to get that weapon potentially. So that's admirable at a minimum, but like, damn, I don't know why they're, you know, there must be some type of common ground. Like surely, you know, the Mechanicus can bless this weapon still, in a sense, right? Like I'm sure, you know, they gotta understand like this is a war, you know, this is they are at war, to be fair. They need this weapon, I would say. So for the Mechanicus to kind of just be like, you can't do that, period. Like it's the orcs are gonna have it eventually, so why not, you know? I don't get that really.
Hades may burn, but it burns because the enemy fears us. It burns to hide the enemy's shame, so they need never look upon the place where they lost the last war. While the walls of Helsreach
Learned about that.
stand, while one defender draws breath, the city will never be.
Wow. Mid-epic speech there and the walls are breached. Fuck, that's bad, eh? They're gonna come spilling through, eh? Turn those tanks around, get them back here.
Sons of Dawn, Knights of the Emperor,
Wow. Nice.
Arterian suffers more than the rest of us. He sacrifices one hand to hold my banner aloft. The standard draws the enemy to him. They want our banner. They always do.
Yeah. The banner is kind of like, you know, the sigil of your regiment or of your squadron in this sense, I guess, and you know, or chapter in this sense. So, you know, typically if an enemy can get that, it's just such a demoralizing blow for the friendly side to lose it, you know. So yeah, that's just a common thing, especially for orcs. I could see them wanting that really badly. Excuse me. Oh. Oh shit. Wow.
I have heard it said that the greenskins raise their titans as idols to their strange piggish gods. That would explain why they're so hideous.
Wow. Oh. Wow. They are not even the same. Like, in terms of comparison.
Engine kill.
I love how like the human titans can just like one-shot orc titans like they're nothing because they're just orc titans. Wow. Incredible, incredible. That was, wow guys, that was something, honestly. Like the last two episodes, these last two we just watched, 9 and 10, the quality has gotten so much fucking better, and like the idea that, like, you know, the fog of war is getting like out of his mind as the battle continues and gets further on. I think that's an amazing concept, you know, and I think it's awesome that the animator decided to roll with that. Wow, guys, like, what a fantastic recommendation this has been, and I'm sad to say it, we only have part 11, 12, and 13 left. Wow. Wow. So next episode, we're going to do part 11, 12, and I think we'll just do one final episode, or part 13 finale episode, because it's a bit of a longer one there. But wow, guys, honestly, thank you so much for recommending this, because I've been fucking loving this so far. This is a great series, and I never would have even known it existed without you guys letting me know. So, man, I really can't thank you all enough for it. Oh, wow. Part 11, 12. I'm excited for it, guys. I'm excited for it. 2 days. 2 days, we're gonna watch that. I'm fucking looking forward to it, man. But yeah, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, recommendations down in the comments below, as I just said. Jesus Christ. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more content from me, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I see all you non-subs. You know, do you enjoy my content? Please leave a subscribe. It means a lot to me. It really helps the channel out, and it's a huge motivator for me to make more content for you guys. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.